Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Libra August 2018 horoscope forecast. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as August goes, the sun will be in Leo from the 1st until the 23rd. So the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on goals, aspirations, friends, acquaintances, groups, clubs, organization, and one's future. Given that this is in Leo, well, this could be done with a lot of Leo-like ferocity, dignity, a lot of pride, self-assuredness, and confidence, magnanimous energy, very generous energy as well, and even extravagance perhaps at this time as well, and also with a lot of Leo-like courage and fortitude. This is where you could be showing a lot of courage and fortitude, especially perhaps toward tackling your future, and maybe even in matters connected with friends and acquaintances as well. So anyway, well, the next thing up is as far as August goes, the sun will be in Leo from the 23rd until the 31st. So the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on solitude, seclusion, limitations, restrictions, those less fortunate than yourself, such as the impoverished, the homeless, the oppressed, and the hungry. Focus, attention, concentration of energy could also be on self-undoing, hidden adversaries as well. And this could also shine the light perhaps on a Virgo hidden adversary, a Virgo sun, moon, or ascendant, or one that simply embodies Virgo-like characteristics. Now, also too, and at this time as well, this could be done with a lot of Virgo-like organization, very systematic manner, very methodically, with a lot of analysis, and with a scrupulous energy, very meticulous attention to detail, but yet perhaps in a very critical or judgmental manner as well. So anyway, well, the next thing up is there will be a partial solar eclipse in Leo on August 11th. So the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, I mean, remember when you're talking about a solar eclipse, it's like a new moon, but it's basically, but what it is, it can be stronger, more powerful, and have a greater effect and impact. Now, it could be something that could be life-altering. Now, given that this is in Leo, and we're talking about the 11th house energy, this could be a new Leo aspiration. It could be something connected to, I mean, cardiology, sports, theater, acting, drama, something that could be Leo related that could have very life-altering effects for you. This could be a new Leo friend or an acquaintance that could really figure prominently in your future. This could be a Leo sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply one that embodies Leo-like characteristics. Could also be a new period of generosity and showing magnanimous energy toward perhaps with your friends, with acquaintances at this time. And really also too, maybe even a new period of greater extroversion and gregariousness in groups, clubs, and organizations that could lead you to some maybe a very important contact who could really maybe help do something to help you out and really do something to alter your life in some manner. And also too, this could be about taking really more pride in your future at this time, and it could have really very strong, really strong impact on your life at this time. So anyway, well, the next thing up is there will be a full moon in Pisces on August 26th. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, for Libra, well, this could be a time where you may become rather tired, full, exasperated, perhaps at a duplicitous, deceptive, lethargic, even apathetic or nebulous fellow employee. It could be someone in your daily routine, or maybe even an aunt or an uncle This could be some revelation or unveiling of somebody connected with your sixth house that might be doing some kind of drugs or alcohol at this time. This could be an aunt or uncle or someone prominent in the daily routine, someone in your work or health life. And also, too, this could manifest perhaps in the completion or culmination of a Pisces work-related project. It could be something connected with the metaphysical, which could include astrology, some kind of pharmaceutical work, could be with chemistry, photography, special effects, something where you're doing some kind of work for those that are less fortunate than yourself at this time. And also, given that this is full moon energy, this could reflect perhaps very strong, powerful, self-sacrificing, compassionate energy into doing something work related or something or some kind of service that you might be rendering toward others at this time. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Mercury will be in Leo. It will be retrograde from the 1st until the 19th, and the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, for Libra, this could be about reviewing during that retrograde period, a review perhaps of extroversion, gregariousness with friends, with acquaintances, people that you may know in some kind of group or club or organization, maybe even people on social media you might know. And it might be a time where you might have more of a tendency or proclivity to dominate conversations with friends and acquaintances, and also thinking about the future with a lot of self-assuredness and confidence, and talking about, maybe boasting about future plans you might have at this time. And remember that Mercury is also, I mean, it's not just about communication, it's about other things as well. This could be a time too where you might have Leo siblings that might figure more prominently in your future, in your goals, your aspirations. At this time, they could be Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant people, or simply people that might embody Leo-like characteristics at this. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Venus will be in Virgo as far as August goes, from the 1st until the 6th. So the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, for Libra, this could be a time, well, if you're unattached, Libra, you might get involved in some Virgo clandestine affair. It could be with a Virgo Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or simply one that embodies Virgo-like characteristics. This could manifest perhaps in spending frugally, which might be due to financial limitations and restrictions, and spending frugally on things of a private nature at this time, or maybe putting a little bit money, doing what you can monetarily, maybe not much though, given this is Virgo energy, to those that are less fortunate than yourself. This could also be about the enjoyment of Virgo type products in solitude and seclusion. It could be workout equipment, doing things that could be making you healthy and working out vigorously in private. And also too, at this time as well, if you're connected at this time with some with some Virgo Sun, Moon, Ascendant person, or one that might embody Virgo-like characteristics, this person might be taking a little break at this time, might be doing kind of a disappearing act, because the 12th house is about what's what's hidden and unseen, and it could be that this person might be kind of distancing themselves perhaps at this time from you. And also to a Virgo, love may simply drive you crazy, at least when I'm talking about drive you crazy in a figurative sense, of course. So anyway, next thing up is Venus will be in Libra as far as August goes, from the 6th until the 31st. So the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted for Libra. So at this time for Libra, well, this could be about perhaps a Libra love may impact new beginnings and inspire new beginnings for you. This could be a Libra Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or one that simply embodies Libra-like characteristics. This could be a time where you might come into more money. It could be through something Libra related, such as something connected with some litigation or lawsuit. It could be through doing something of an artistic nature, and also this could be a time where you might be trying to appear more attractive than usual, very refined, And also at this time, this could be where you might value more tact, diplomacy, refinement, beauty, and really art on a first impression. And if you are unattached at this time, Libra, you might connect with a Libra sun, moon, or ascendant, or one that simply embodies Libra-like characteristics. It could be someone that is from your early childhood, perhaps. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Mars will be in Aquarius as far as August goes. From the 1st until the 13th, it will be retrograde during that time, and the 5th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time for Libra, well, this could be a time for Libra where situations with lovers and children might be more contentious and acrimonious than usual. You might become angry at perhaps their some kind of idiosyncratic, bizarre, unusual behavior connected with them. It could be rebellious behavior as well. It could also be a time where really you could be putting more energy into unusual hobbies, and it could also be going back, Mars being retrograde, going back to something Aquarius-like that you may have enjoyed, putting action and energy into that. Could be something connected with electronics, computers, astrology, aerospace, astronomy, and really in any way. This is also too about really at the same time, given that this is Mars and you're talking about the 5th house, this could be about putting some kind of unpredictable energy into some kind of gambling or speculation, maybe some erratic and sporadic energy into that. So anyway, well, the next thing up is as far as August goes, Mars will be in Capricorn from the 13th until the 31st. It will be retrograde from the 13th until like the 13th till the 28th to like the 28th. So anyway, the 4th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Libra, this could be a time where the situation with family members, people you're close to home with, might be more acrimonious and contentious than usual. It could be a time where you might have more arguments with them over responsibilities, but also a time where this could manifest perhaps in putting a lot of consistent, disciplined energy and action into home-related activities, whether it might be home renovation or as something that is home related. And also, given that this is the 4th house, this could be a lot of premeditative energy into doing things to prepare for your end of life period if you're not in that latter stage right now. And given again that it is going to be retrograde for most of this period, it could be about going back to perhaps some kind of arguments that might be Capricorn related with family members, people you're close to home with. It could be over responsibilities, maybe matters connected with government or politics or some business. So anyway, next thing up is Jupiter will be in Scorpio still. So the 2nd house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time for Libra. This could be about some luck and fortune connected with making a transformation or metamorphosis in one's values and generating income, and also very fortuitous for going beyond the superficial and subterfuge in monetary matters. It'd be if someone's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, so to speak, figuratively speaking, and trying to do something deceptive or duplicitous on a monetary level, you have a better chance of seeing through that at this time. And also about showing, this is about perhaps even more exuberance and enthusiasm in connection with self-esteem and self-worth. Again, it could be through the transforming energy of Scorpio. And really about, too, at this time, this could be about it where you have a very deep, profound philosophy over self-worth, self-esteem, and things of a monetary nature, and even your possessions and resources. For example, for possessions, not to make sure that making sure that they don't possess you, as an example, and don't let them dominate or consume your being, so to speak. So anyway, and also, too, this could be fortuitous and lucky and fortunate for doing something Scorpio-like in terms of making money, such as something with the occult, supernatural. It could be astrology. Some other things could include locksmithing, magic, alchemy, investigation, embalming, So anyway, next thing up, Saturn will be in Capricorn still, will be retrograde, and the fourth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Libra, this could manifest perhaps in dealing with certain restrictions and limitations on the home front. This could be a time too where you might be taking care of a sickly or debilitated family member or someone you feel close to home with. It could be something where this could call it making you feel rather melancholy and despondent, and it could be something Capricorn related, such as something with the knees, the bones, or the joints. Also, this could manifest perhaps in the review, perhaps regarding fears and responsibilities to fourth house matters, such as the latter part of your life. It could be family, home-related matters, really maybe to traditions as well, and maybe establishing foundations for yourself. But it could also be a period of working laboriously toward foundations and matters connected with traditions and home-related matters at this time. In some cases, this could be about working laboriously out of one's home. So anyway, next thing up, Uranus will be in Taurus still, so the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time for Libra. Well, this could be a time where Taurus friendships or ones that embody Taurus-like characteristics, they could figure strongly maybe in giving you emotional support, moral support at this time, and maybe even making a major change or transformation in life, helping you deal with crisis situations. This could also be at a time where really this could manifest perhaps in the formulation of new financial plans that where you can really it may be connected with somebody you have maybe a shared business with at this time, or something where it helps you make some major change or transformation. Now, if this could be about unanticipated tax breaks, maybe something unpredictable happens in terms of maybe an inheritance at this time as well. So anyway, and also too, the situation maybe it could show too that maybe the behavior of a sexual partner or someone you're in an intimate relationship with might be somewhat erratic and sporadic at this time. Anyway, or also even unusual activity, perhaps maybe with your credit card as well at this time. Excuse me a second, people. Anyway, the next thing up is Neptune will be in Pisces still, so the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time for Libra. Well, this could be in some cases about the dissipation and dissolving of one's health. It could be where your health matters might be somewhat nebulous or unclear. Also too, it could be the result maybe of some accidental chemical assimilation at work or some spilling on some chemicals at your workplace. And also too, you might be feeling maybe more lethargic than usual, not really wanting to work as much at this time in contrast to usual. And also too, and especially going back to the possible accidents that could take place at work, especially if this makes, say, an adverse aspect to your natal Mars. And also too, the way another thing that the way this could manifest, this could be about maybe people in your daily routine, your work, and your health life might be, or maybe somebody also too, this could be about where those people might be a little bit more nebulous and unclear than usual at this time. It could be that an aunt or uncle might really be somewhat nebulous or unclear, but also too, the way this could manifest is that you might be doing something Pisces related as far as work goes. It could be something connected with the metaphysical, which can include astrology, could be chemistry, photography, poetry, dancing perhaps, something maybe with the feet. So anyway, this could, the next thing I want to talk about is Pluto will be in Capricorn still. So the 4th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, I know a lot of you don't want me to talk about this, but I'm going to say the dreaded D word anyway, that this could reflect an actual literal death of somebody prominent in your home life. It could be a family member. It could be the less dominant parent, which is often the mother. And in some cases, too, this could simply be, excuse me a second, people. Sorry about that. But anyway, in some cases, too, this could manifest perhaps in power struggles with people you're close to home with family members at this time. It could be over some kind of property, and also about digging deep into the roots and your roots and traditions, getting to the bottom perhaps of your ancestry if you haven't done so. And remember, I mean, also too, remember that Pluto also is connected with terrorism, and this might impact your emotional security more so than a lot of than really maybe a lot of other transits may be at, you know, for other people. I mean, this is something more, in other words, this might impact your emotional security more so than what for a lot of other people at this time. And also, too, this could be a time to remember that, I mean, Pluto can obliterate and destroy. This could be a time where you might be tearing down and destroying maybe certain foundations, even traditions, but because Pluto is about rebirth and regeneration, it could be about supplanting those as well at this time. And just be careful, too, not to become maybe overly obsessive regarding some kind of home or family member, or someone you feel close to home with at this time, or becoming overly power hungry or controlling or domineering in your home at this time. So anyway, the next thing up is the North Node will be in Leo. So the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, when the North Node is in transit, now this could manifest perhaps in having to confront or address an issue. This could be about having to confront a bombastic, arrogant, domineering, or even overbearing stepchild, or maybe even a friend or acquaintance at this time. This could also be about taking pride and dignity in your aspirations and goals, approaching the future with a lot of courage and fortitude at this time, and with a lot of self-assuredness and confidence. It also could be about showing more generosity, being more magnanimous in matters connected with your friends at this time and with acquaintances, and being more, maybe more extroverted, more gregarious in group-related matters, and also wanting to be lauded, be praised, and get more attention and recognition for activities that are group-related or doing things with friends, or for acquaintances at this time. Anyway, the next thing up is the Black Moon Lilith will be in Capricorn as far as August goes, from the 1st until the 6th. So the 4th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, for Libra, this could be, I mean, when you're talking about the Black Moon Lilith, this could be about, well, I mean, really, it could be about the revelation or unveiling, perhaps, of a Capricorn formidable adversary. It could be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply one that embodies Capricorn-like characteristics. It could be somebody in your home life, maybe somebody that's in a 4th house profession, such as home renovation or repair, roofing, doing somebody in culinary, or it could be somebody you're close at home with. And also, when you're talking about the Black Moon Lilith, this could be about what could put one in a strong state of fear or trepidation. And this could be about maybe relinquishing some kind of authority on their home front at this time, or really not being able to maybe premeditate or plan for that latter part of their life, that end of life period. And really, into the Black Moon Lilith, also what it's about could be about something that gets let out of the bag, so to speak, something you didn't want out of the bag, but for whatever reason comes out anyway, figuratively speaking. And it could be maybe a very depressing home life, or something that's causing you a lot of despondency, or some kind of really strong limitation or restriction in your own emotional security. And also, this could be about perhaps the unveiling or revelation of somebody you might be close at home with, or a family member that could be really showing tyrannical, overambitious, cold, and callous qualities at this time. So anyway, Next thing up is, as far as August goes, the Black Moon Lilith will be in Aquarius from the 6th until the 31st. So the 5th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Libra, this could be about, this could be about the revelation or unveiling of a formidable Aquarius adversary. It could be an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply one that embodies Aquarius-like characteristics. It could be someone that could be a child. It could be somebody that you're in some romantic relationship with, or somebody you share some kind of hobby with or creative endeavor with. A person too, given this is the Black Moon Lilith, could also be about what could put one in a strong state of fear or trepidation. And it could be maybe simply having maybe an overly orthodox or conventional or monotonous, overly consistent love life could be one thing perhaps, and really too, and also maybe relinquishing their independence or freedom in superficial connections, and in terms maybe of maybe what their enjoyment should be at this time as well. And also too, this could be about, or even relinquishing maybe an Aquarius-like hobby such as astrology, or something that might seem a little bit unusual, like something like using a rocket jetpack, or something that really it could be something like that. And also too, one has to be careful, because the Black Moon Lilith could be about very strong negative manifestation of the sign, and it could be about too where one could be using something Aquarius-like to maybe to give themselves some enjoyment, maybe at the expense of others, such as using astrology in a negative way to demean or ridicule somebody, or something else that may be Aquarius-like in order to do so. So those are some things to look at, and using it maybe to others' detriment somehow. So anyway. Well, the next thing up is, well, Chiron, last but not least, Chiron will be in Aries. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Libra, well, this could manifest perhaps in perhaps some suffering and emotional wounds connected with lack of enterprise and initiative, maybe in getting that significant other. It could be maybe not capitalizing on maybe a business connections and opportunity to have a business relationship with somebody, or maybe not being confrontational enough in showing the raw courage and fortitude against open adversaries. And also too, it could be over situations connected with legal or court matters at this time as well. It could be some contentious situations with people that you're going against, maybe in a court or legal situation. And remember, when you're talking about Chiron and Aries, this could be about unworthiness. And you might be feeling maybe some lack of worthiness or feelings of unworthiness, maybe in terms of possibly deserving a significant other at this time, or maybe even the connection with a grandmother as well at this time. So, and also remember that we're talking about Chiron, in this case Chiron and Aries in the 7th house emphasized and highlighted. The way this could be is this. Chiron is the wounded healer. So in the ways that you might be going through some suffering, emotional wounds and suffering at this time, and difficulties with this placement, you may have the ability to help others dealing with comparable situations, and do so with a lot of Aries-like courage, fortitude, aggressiveness, assertiveness, and enterprise. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Libra August 2018 horoscope forecast. Stay tuned next time, where I am going to be talking about, in my opinion, what I think is the most complex zodiac sign. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.